On this episode, Derry Grehan from Honeymoon Suite on Talking About Rock. Talking About Rock is sponsored by School of Rock, North Buffalo, where they're making musicians every day. Okay, let's welcome Derry Grehan from Honeymoon Suite to the show.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Great, man. How are you doing?
I'm good today. I'm good. It's almost Friday, so...
Yeah, everybody's working toward that weekend, right? Well, you guys have been busy, man, since forming in 81. You guys have won numerous awards, including a Canadian Juno for Group of the Year 1986, triple platinum sales in Canada with the first three albums, and then the Greatest Hits CD, the singles released in 89. I believe that was also platinum. You guys hooked up with tours, the U.S., Canada, and Europe with ZZ Top, Heart, Billy Idol, Journey, Bryan Adams, Saga, Loverboy. I mean, the list goes on and on. Jethro Tull, 38 Special. It's crazy. You got any memories or from those days you can maybe share with our listeners some of the stuff? There's a lot of stuff I know that went on with you guys with those tours.
That's a lot right there. Just trying to remember all that. A lot of my memories, I think, have been erased. It's a lot of good times, but yeah, it's been a great a run, and it's still a great run. Memories, my God. I mean, I got to be on the road with ZZ Top for like a couple of months through the U.S., watch Billy Gibbons every night. And then we play with Journey, see Neil play. And, so many, for me as a guitar player, opening for these bands, when they said, you guys can open some shows with Billy Idol. I'm like Steve Stevens,
Right.
To hang out and watch some side stage. Anyway, it's a guitar player thing, but there's so many memories, I tell you.
Yeah, and all those bands were really hitting big at the time with a lot of their stuff they were coming out with. Obviously, like the ZZ Top Eliminator, that was huge.
Huge.
Stuff with Heart, Billy Idol, Journey was hitting it huge back then, all over the place too. You know what I mean?
Oh, we got on some great tours, man.
Excellent. So then let's fast forward a little bit to 2020. And you guys, I guess, had some surplus new material, and you reached out to another Canadian producer, songwriter, MIke Krompass in Nashville.
Yeah. How it started, and Johnny reminded me of this yesterday. I'd forgotten the timeline of it, but Mike is a Canadian guy, but he's in Nashville at the time. But I have a daughter named Leah Marlene, who's a singer-songwriter as well. And she was, working on her career and stuff. And I reached out to Mike to see if he would be interested in producing her or recording or doing some demos with her. So initially, Leah and I went down to Nashville, and Mike and I and her wrote some songs and demoed in his studio. And then I kind of mentioned to him, he's asking, how's the band? And I said, well, we're writing some songs. I wonder if you'd be interested in hearing new material. So one thing led to another, and he said, man, I want to produce your new album. Let's do it.
Excellent. So the new studio album, Alive, due out, was it February 16th, I believe, correct?
Yeah, coming up.
So how was that putting the tracks together for that? I mean, you got your buddy jumping on to producing that. Did you have, like you said, you had this extra material, or were you just still developing it, or was it a mix?
Yeah, a bit of both. I'm always writing songs, but every once in a while, I think our last record was Hands Up, which is 6 or 7 years ago. And we just felt the need. I mean, Johnny and I come up with some really good ideas. We start talking about maybe doing a new album because we like to keep it fresh and for our fans. And it's great to put new stuff out, even though you're not going to sell 1 million records. That's just what we do. And we've got fans who love it.
Right. So, I always think that's great when the bands still release like a track or two, little newer music, give you a taste. So they're still in the studio. They're still making new tracks. You know what I mean? But like you said, it's a lot different now, to put together a whole thing, but usually a couple tracks or something just to put out there.
We're an original band. We've always been. We're driven to original music, and it's business has changed. Not to get off topic, but to put new music out there, there's so many streams, there's so many outlets or what have you now, you can get a really great sync, maybe in a movie or a TV show. Your songs can be used now in any number of ways and cut by other artists. Anyways, the songs, yeah, I had and Johnny had a few great ideas. We presented them to Mike. Some of them were partially done, some were fully formed. And we just started there and we wrote some new stuff. It was a bit of everything. And the three of us wrote the whole record. And we just over time went from, we get in the studio and we write the song right then and there. Because a lot of what people do now is they record. So there's no demos. You write the song and then you got a guy doing tracks and you record the song. You actually, cut it right there. You cut the first version of the song and you write it and you start to hear it come to life in front of your ears and eyes. And that energy is there. And I love doing that. So I think the song Done Doing Me was the first one we cut. And we just went from there.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I really like what you guys got going on here. It sounds great. So I want to take a quick break and let's check out the one of the new tracks here, Alive, from the new album Alive from Honeymoon Suite. And we'll be right back here on Talking About Rock.
Got a lot of noise in my head, don't lose control. Moving all directions, don't wanna go. Bite it all on me, I'm not afraid. Let it fall like rain, I won't wash away. Nothing that you say can talk me out of you. I don't need a reason not to try, 'cause you make me feel alive. We don't need to have everything. Spend our lives chasing time. Take what we got and follow me. Let it fall on us, 'cause this is hard to find. Nothing that you say can talk me out of you. I don't need a reason not to try. Say something, one thing to hold on to, 'cause I wanna feel alive. Nothing that you say can talk me out of you. Nothing that you say can talk me out of you. Out of you. I don't need a reason not to try. Say something, one thing to hold on to, 'cause I wanna feel alive.
Okay, we're back here on Talking About Rock. Just checked out the track for Alive, man. Great track. And you guys have a signature sound. You can always tell this is Honeymoon Suite material. And you shot a lot of this at the Falls, right?
We did. It was actually Johnny's idea because we needed to do a video of it. And I was kind of scouting some locations in Toronto. And Johnny suggested, why don't we go down to Niagara Falls? It's like the weather's nice and it might be cool just to go down and do a guerrilla type video. Just get our film crew, get out of the car and start walking around amongst the tourists. And you see these people staring at us. It was kind of fun to do that. And it was also a nod back to the first album when we shot the Burning in Love video there so many years ago. And here we are at the same location. It was pretty cool, full circle kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I really thought it was great. And you mentioned this a little bit before, but I'm not sure if everyone's aware. You guys had songs and films and TV shows in the day. Miami Vice, Bones. You had tracks in Lethal Weapon and One Crazy Summer.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about a little bit about that?
Right, we had an incredible run in Canada was through the roof, and then we started getting some success in America. All these tours that you talked about, because we were on Warner Brothers in LA. They're really connected to Warner Brothers Pictures, so we had this whole system, behind us where we got the song in the Lethal Weapon track, and then the Miami Vice, because it's also our publisher as well. There's this whole machine that's going,
right,
and the publisher, was pitching songs, and then Miami Vice liked the band, they liked the song. We ended up getting 4 songs in 4 different episodes, some movie stuff, and for me as a writer, it's really amazing to see that, and very inspiring,
Right.
So,
and not only that, you guys had a ton of airplay back in the day with your tracks. They just really, really hit a lot of those songs.
yeah, we were very, very lucky, and great production on the record, the first one, and especially the second one, big prize. It was tailor made for radio, and it was just a great time.
Right. And your show's 100% live. We're not talking about tracks and other stuff here. We have live musicians live on stage. That's what I love about you guys. I caught you at the Showplace Theater a couple months back here in Buffalo, and that was a great show out there.
Yeah.
I said hello to you guys real quick. I said hello to Johnny real quick. But he sounded great. The vocals sounded amazing. The tracks you guys really sounded good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, there's no tracks going on here. It's all live. It's 5 guys playing live. There's no sampling or any of that, or we're playing. We're not even using in-ears, man. We're like,
really,
we're so old school. We're on wedges still. We're
half deaf. Okay.
We're half deaf, but we love it, because we need the volume.
Right. So speaking of live shows, you guys got anything lined up? Maybe you could tell us a little bit about, or give us a little bit of hint, maybe what might be happening for any shows or tour dates or things that are going on?
Yeah, man. January was quiet. It always is. But this time of year, we're starting to book up the summer, the festivals and that. And we're actually starting this month in February with Windsor, and a big show in Niagara Falls coming up on February 10th at the OLG Theater there. Big venue. That's going to be really crazy, with Aldo Nova's going to be on the show with us and some other bands. And then we got a crazy year starting. We're going to Cuba for a week, and we're going, we got some other U.S. states near Syracuse and New Jersey. So people just get on the Instagram or honeymoonsuite.com, and all the dates are there. We're starting to play a lot more in the States now, and which is really great. I love it down here.
Well, excellent. You guys do a great job, man. Great. Best of luck on the new album. I really, really dig it. So the new album, Alive, folks, due out February 16th from Honeymoon Suite. Want to thank our guest today, Derry Grehan, so much for stopping by and chatting with us. Thank you so much, man.
No worries. Good talking with you. Thank you.
Excellent. And if you folks out there have comments or questions for us, you can email us at talkingaboutrock@gmail.com. Please like us and follow us on our social media, and check out our website, Talking About Rock. There again, thanks so much, man.
Thank you.